It's McKinley, and today I'm doing a library book haul. If you're new here, I used to do these before I privated all my videos, but I use the library a lot. I think the library is awesome. I've been trying to use it more again because when I got really active on Bookstagram, I got caught up in buying a lot of books, so I've been trying to calm the F down. I still do buy books, but I have restricted myself to only diverse books this year, and I think that I've stuck to it. I'm not really sure because I bought Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, and I don't know if that's diverse. The comic is, so I'm thinking the book will be too. But anywho, this is not a haul of what I bought. It's a library haul. I am going to be doing a book haul of books that I bought over the past few months, but I'm waiting for a few more things to come in and then I will film it. So today is just library books, per usual. If you're new here, I very rarely know why I got a book that I got, except buzzwords. So if I know what it's about, I will tell you. If I don't know, I will probably just tell you the buzzword of why I got it. Or why, because a lot of them are just for diversity bingo. So, yeah, let's get into it. The first book I have here is Brooklyn Burning, and I have no idea what it's about, but I do know that it's supposed to have a gender fluid or non-binary main character, and that is why I got it. And it's blurbed by A.S. King. Gender fluid. Next book is Prom Kings and Drama Queens. This is obviously a contemporary, and I know why I got it. I got it because it takes place within 100 miles of my house, so it counts for read harder because it takes place in Fort Lauderdale. Other than that, I don't have any idea. But Kirkus Review says refreshing humor and dialogue. The next book I have here is Wanderlove by Kirsten Hubbard. I forgot to say what that last book was about. Or Dorian Cerrone? I don't want to say that. And Brooklyn Burning was by Steve Brezanoff. I'm going to link the Goodreads for every book that I talk about. Wanderlove by Kirsten Hubbard. I got this because it takes place in Central America for the diversity bingo. And it's just about a girl who goes on like a trip, like a backpacking trip through Central America. So she goes to Belize, Panama, whatever other countries are there that I can't think of right now. And yeah, so this is going to count for one of my diversity bingo squares. I try and find contemporary for every square that I can find contemporary for. The next book I have here is Towers Falling by Jewel Parker Rhodes, and it's pretty clear this is a book about 9/11. I am trying to read more books about 9/11. It turns out there's a lot of middle grade books about 9/11, and there are more books in this haul. I'm planning on doing a video about 9/11 in September, so I'm kind of researching now. The next book I have is Love and First Sight by Josh Sundquist, and first of all, I really like this cover, which is why I wanted to read it. But second, I do know it's about someone who's blind who ends up getting like some kind of surgery and then they can see again. And that's all I know. Let's see if it was blurred by anyone good. Ugh. Tommy Waldek. Barry Lyga is Love Blind? Should it be? With an intimate fiction debut, Josh Sundquist aims to find out. Now, I just recently kind of, like, I've always known who he is because he does this really fun Halloween costumes every year because he only has one leg. Amputee. There it is. But he does stuff with the Vlogbrothers, and he was recently on their 100 Days channel, and I saw him and I was like, oh, he's really fun. He's a very positive person. But I already had the book anyway, because I know I have a lot of friends that like him. So if I like this, I figure I'll check out his memoir. But he seems just like a really positive person, so I hope this book is good, because I don't want to hate a nice person's book, but you know what happens. The next book I have is another 9/11 book, and that is Just a Drop of Water by Carrie O'Malley Sierra, and this guy is a runner, obviously, and that's all I know. My next book is June 4th Elegies by this person. Not even gonna try. And this is a book of poetry, translated from Chinese. So it's for my Read Harder challenge, and it's all about, I think, Chinese rights. I'll let you know about this one too. We have 6 more to go. Are we ready? The next book I have is Abby Spencer Goes to Bollywood by that person. Varsha that person. And I know this is about a girl who goes to live with her dad, I think, in India. So I got it as a displaced main character. And it's also middle grade. I feel like he's a Bollywood actor, but I'm not sure. Anywho, yeah, I got it because she's going to go live in India. So I got it as a displaced main character. Although now I'm thinking about it, I think displaced main character means you have to leave. And she didn't have to leave. So I might find a different place for it. Maybe Indian main character. My next book is Love in a Headscarf by Shalina Zara Jan Muhammad. I don't know. I got this as a hijabi main character. And let's see, who has it been blurbed by? A delightful memoir that oh, I didn't know it was a memoir. A delightful memoir that celebrates spirituality, self-empowerment, female agency, and resistance to cultural, both Eastern and Western, dictates on women's roles and identities, by Rhonda Abdel Fattah, who wrote Does My Head Look Big in This?, which I have read and really, really liked. If you are doing diversity bingo and you need a book with a hijabi main character, Renee Abdel Fattah, that's how you spell her name. Let's see. She writes really good books, but I've already read the ones that would have counted. I didn't know it was nonfiction, which I'm not a huge fan of. I only really read nonfiction when it's celebrity memoirs, but I read Malala's book, so maybe I'll give it a try. Next book is The Last Leaves Falling by Sarah Benwell, and I'm gonna be real honest, guys, I have no idea why I got this book. Not a friggin' clue. Oh, you know what? I think it's got a wheelchair. Yeah. It's got a character in a wheelchair. And so does the next one I'm going to talk about. So I guess I'm just going to pick one to count as my square for a main character in a wheelchair. That's all I know. Wheelchair. The next book I have is Push Girl by Chelsea Hill and Jessica Love. And it's blurred by a tender. A chicken tender is blurred by a chicken tender. It's blurred by Jennifer Brown, who wrote Hate List. I really like her. A tender, inspirational, and most of all, important story. And I know that it's own voices. Let's see who else it's blurred by. Push Girl is more than a survival story. It's about the power of turning pain and anger into hope and inspiration. Filled with heart and humor, it's an unforgettable and moving read. Obviously, all I know about it is that there's a girl in a wheelchair. And it's a contemporary. So this is probably going to be my next read because it's going to come, I'm one away from the line. So you'll hear about this one real soon. The next book is Ghost by Jason Reynolds. And I got this for 2 reasons. 1, it's Black History Month. 2, I love Jason Reynolds. And I want to read all of his books. I know it's about a little boy who runs track. It's a middle grade. And Jason Reynolds, you know, I was really hoping there'd be a picture of him. He's very attractive. I've met him. I'll post a picture here of me with him. Hashtag humble brag. But if you have never read a Jason Reynolds book, what are you even doing with your life? My favorite is As Brave as You, which is the other middle grade. But I also really liked When I Was the Greatest. It's got a knitted gun on the cover. And the not the main character in that book, but there's a boy in it that's got Tourette syndrome. He's a cinnamon roll. If you haven't read Jason Reynolds, get your shit together. My last book we're come to the end, guys. My last book is 910, you guessed it, September 11th story by Nora Raleigh Baskin. And again, it's another middle grade. I don't know why all the 9/11 books I could find were middle grade. Unless that's them teaching the kids about it. Because they probably weren't alive during 9/11. Oh my gosh. Anywho, I'm probably going to read a lot of these books now and then talk about them in September, because I do have, I think, 5 or 6 that I want to read, and I'm probably just going to put them all in one wrap-up together closer to the anniversary. So you probably won't be hearing about these anytime soon, but if you follow me on Goodreads, I will probably post mini reviews of them there. So keep an eye out there. If you're not my friend on Goodreads, go become my friend on Goodreads. Anywho, that's all of the books that I currently have checked out that I have not already featured in a wrap-up. Have you read any of these? I'm probably going to read this one next. But if you've read any of these and think that I should read them after this one, although by the time this wrap-up goes up, I will probably have read more than just this one. But anywho, I'm excited. If you don't use your library, you should. If you think your library doesn't have the books you want, there's this thing called interlibrary loans that you should look into, because they will get the book for you from another library. Not always, but a lot of the time they can, and so you can save a lot of money that way. I am a big advocate for the library. It's my dream to be a librarian, but it'll probably never come true. I will probably die in this gatehouse, and now I'm being depressing, but that's life, guys. I'm a depressing person. Anyway, please subscribe if you haven't already. Please go follow me on Instagram. Become my friends on Goodreads. All of the links are down below. I will see you guys soon. Bye!